Hello and welcome. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made the silver eternity ring. Now over the past week or two I've been practicing my stone setting skills, which has come with some failures and some success, and this is going to be my first attempt at making an eternity ring. Enjoy! So the ring starts off as a piece of square silver wire. The wire is 2x2mm and a little too long for a single ring, so first I'm going to cut a little segment to use for the ring. With the piece cut out, I take out my ring bending pliers and shape the piece into a ring. Cut off the overlay so it's down to size. Then file the rough ends before taking a wooden hammer and anvil to help get the two ends meeting flush. Once we get both ends meeting flush, we can solder the seam shut. Once the ring has been cleaned in a pickle bath, I can put it on a mandrel and with a wooden hammer start to bring out the circular shape. Once circular, we can then tidy up the surface with a file, making sure everything is level. And then use emery paper to remove the filing marks. I also use a rotary tool to help clean up the inside of the ring, and this is how the ring looks sanded down. Next we start to make some guidelines, starting with a central line going all the way around the ring. My calipers are set to 1mm to help find the centre. With the central line marked, I mark out a starting point with a centre punch tool and then set my calipers to 3mm in order to make a mark every 3mm. Once a shallow mark is made, I use a centre punch to press a little deeper into the marks. This will make them easier to see, as well as easier for my drill to grip. With all the marking made out, I take my 1mm drill piece and make a shallow hole on each mark. I can then take a 1mm ball burr and start shaving away metal and making realignments where needed before going in with a 2mm ball burr. Once all the holes are burred out, I can take a 1mm cylinder burr to create grooves along the sides of the drilled holes. I also use the cylinder burr to bridge a gap between the holes. In order to get a more even finish for all the grooves, I take my calipers and mark a 1mm line all the way around the ring. I can use this line to file down to using a diamond round file. So the next thing I need to do is make a small gap between each stone setting. For this you would preferably have a flat cutter, but as of the time of making this I didn't have one, so instead I'm using a saw blade with the guidance of my thumb to help create a definitive gap. Once all of the settings are ready to house stones, I give them a clean with a steel pendant wheel. And begin with the first stone. Once I have it pressed in, I use a grain tool to push and press the metal over the stone to hold it in place. I would work with opposing angles whilst pushing in a circular motion to help set the stones evenly and give a nice finish. I'll go around with a pair of tweezers, checking the tightness of the stones, making adjustments where required. Once all the stones are set, I use a silicone wheel to tidy up the sides of the setting with some material rubbed over, before using a thistle brush and tripoli for the first stage of polishing, before finishing with a soft mop and rouge. And there you have it, my first attempt at making an eternity ring. It's not perfect and I have much to learn, but considering there are 21 stone set and there are around 3 I'm not totally happy with, I'd say it's a good start. On another note, if I were to make another eternity ring, I would definitely consider investing in a ball vise because the ring clamp became somewhat tedious. Anyway, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.